You know what it is. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Whew, that was a good one. That was a real good one. Got some actual solid rest last night. Don't ask me why I didn't get it the other night for your own good, but got some solid rest, and you could feel the difference in terms of how I'm feeling now at the end of a 6-mile run versus how it's feeling from an 8-mile run. I was a little hopped up on adrenaline because, you know, I had to chug a couple extra energy drinks than I normally do, but today, you know, got some solid rest and was feeling really good throughout this 6-mile run, especially since the weather is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Looks like it's gonna rain any minute, but in terms of the coolness of it, it's just the right touch, all right? So, as far as today's Move Swiftly thought, capital Goblue, go blue. Guys know, regular consumers know the psychotic Michigan fan I am. From a football lens, I know they took an ass kicking this past Friday night to the Auburn Tigers. Plays today for a chance to go into the Final Four. But go blue for something that has nothing to do with sports and all to do with politics. Go blue for getting rid of this DEI bullshit. All right, you heard me correctly. DEI bullshit. That makes no sense. I mean, I don't even know how long it's been a thing. I think recently throughout the election cycle, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it, but I was never really understanding what DEI was meant to do, what it's for, how it is. You know, I just know the acronym is diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I know how certain extreme leftist folks think. When I say how they think, they're all about themselves and all about putting stuff out there that just doesn't, that appeases their agenda, but using some sort of a wokeness mentality to create bullshit, like changing my hometown team from the Redskins to the Commanders, which made it so I had to really just focus. You know, I really transitioned in terms of my psychotic fandomness to the Michigan Wolverines football program, because I am a diehard psychotic Washington Redskins fan. This Commanders thing, again, that's some DEI bullshit, some leftist bullshit that we're probably going to dive into later with my good friend Kimberly Blue on Stay Hired Sunday. But so for what hit the news, it hit the news cycle, and I was seeing, so I keep up with a lot of these, you know, fan groups and Michigan Wolverine fan groups and all that kind of stuff. I'm a part of so many I've lost track of this point. So all over my timeline, whether it is YouTube, whether it is Facebook, or even Instagram at times, I'm always seeing some sort of post whenever Michigan is in the news, or some sort of fan reaction. I'm actually getting the fan reaction before I'm getting the actual news now. All right, so apparently what happened is I saw something about them boycotting games, because somebody boycotting games because they're going to do away with all the DEI initiatives and the DEI culture and all this bullshit. And when I went and read the headlines, I immediately asked my thumbnail guy to create this thumbnail that you see now, which is, thank God, that is why I'm a fan of this program, because I love the fact that they're getting rid of it. I love the fact that University of Florida, the Gators, I love the fact that they got rid of it, because it makes no sense. Understand, this is, I'm going to bring it back to the sports world and close you out just with the understanding of, when it comes to me, the reason DEI makes no sense to me is because I come from the sports world, and the sports world is you got to be good enough or you're not. The scoreboard tells you if you're good enough. There's no two ways about it. There's no, well, this one's from this one place or this one came from there. If you're good enough on the field, you're going to actually play. So when it comes to the Michigan Wolverines football program, and I actually experienced this past December when I went to Tampa and I saw them in the ReliaQuest Bowl. I got a chance to meet all the Alumni Association and, you know, shake their hands and see what they're all about. That is one of the most diverse groups of leaders that you would ever meet. The leader, the president of the Alumni Association for the University of Michigan, a black lady. The president of the university, he's a man of Asian descent. The athletic director, Ward Manuel, a black man. The head coach a black man, the guy that's projected to be the starting quarterback for the Michigan Wolverines, a black man. Again, and it has nothing to do with their skin color, it has everything to do with they're damn good at their job. They're actually good enough to do the job. And that's what we got to be paying attention to. So I'm happy with it. I just had to address it, seeing that, again, it's my squad, and whenever the Michigan Wolverines do hit the news cycle, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker has to address it and give you my thoughts. And I'm incredibly fair. I'll tell you when they play, especially, look, you guys, if you kept up with me this past season, you know that I'll be very fair. When they play like shit, I'm going to be right here on this camera talking about how bad they did. When they win, I'm going to be excited. And that again, that's what it's all about, riding with your team regardless. All right, so all that being said, again, stay tuned. Stay Hired Sunday. Going to be debuting. We're going to be popping starting around 12:45-ish, around that time, around noonish, things like that. And we'll probably dive deeper into this concept there as well, because I definitely want to hear Kimberly Blues, the HR expert. I want to hear her perspective on the news. So main website, however, to check out to dive deeper into everything I'm doing, it's makeyourmove.com. That's MakeYaMove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one, Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.